There's one thing nearly every culture agrees on. Pizza is irresistible, whether it's thin crust, deep dish, or stuffed with cheese. Pizza has become a global obsession. But how did it become such a phenomenon? And more importantly, what really happens behind the scenes at one of the world's most recognized pizza chains, Domino's? Every single day, Americans alone devour nearly 350 slices of pizza every second. That's over 3 billion pizzas a year, with more than $46 billion spent just to satisfy this cheesy craving. But today, we're going beyond the surface. We're taking you deep into the process, into the factories and kitchens, where Domino's transforms simple ingredients into one of the most iconic comfort foods in the world. Let's rewind first. Pizza's roots go back to 17th century Naples, Italy, where bakers started flattening dough and topping it with basic ingredients before baking it in wood-fired ovens. What began as a humble dish for the working poor evolved into a worldwide sensation. Fast forward to 1960, in a small Michigan town, Tom Monahan and his brother launched a tiny pizza shop that would eventually become Domino's. With a revolutionary approach to delivery and a promise of hot pizza in 30 minutes or less, Domino's changed the game entirely. Today, Domino's boasts over 20,000 stores in more than 85 countries, employing over 290,000 people globally. But it wasn't just the taste that made Domino's a juggernaut, it was logistics. With 25 massive supply chain centers across the U.S., Domino's delivers freshness at scale. Each center is a powerhouse, producing fresh dough daily and prepping cheese, sauces and toppings to be sent to over 7,000 franchise stores nationwide. But how exactly is Domino's famous pizza made? Let's step inside the dough mixing room, the heart of Domino's factory magic. This is where everything starts. Giant 800-pound mixing bowls are filled with oil, water, yeast, sugar, and salt. Then comes the secret touch, a unique mixture Domino's calls the goodie bag. After a quick pre-mix using massive hand paddles, flour is added, and the entire blend is handed over to an industrial mixer that kneads it into a smooth, elastic dough. Once the mixing is done, the dough is allowed to rest. This isn't just idle time. Yeast goes to work, releasing alcohol and carbon dioxide. The alcohol evaporates during baking, while CO2 gets trapped inside the dough's structure, making it rise and giving it that fluffy texture pizza lovers crave. Next, the dough moves to the divider. A machine slices the large dough mass into smaller portions with precision tailored for small, medium, or large pizzas. These portions slide through a conical spiral chute, where gentle pressure rolls them into perfectly round dough balls. This smooth exterior traps gas, ensuring a consistent rise in the oven. But unlike many other companies, Domino's doesn't flash freeze their dough. Instead, they cold-proof it slowly, allowing flavors to mature naturally. After rounding, the dough balls travel through a refrigerated conveyor system, kept at 39 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour. Then, workers place them into custom trays, 6 per tray, spaced perfectly to avoid sticking. Stacked and stored in cold rooms, the dough rests until it's shipped out, ready to become your next pizza. Now let's talk sauce. Domino's upgraded its sauce recipe to pack more punch, over 40% more herbs like oregano, basil, and garlic. Production begins with colossal 500-pound drums of tomato concentrate. About 60 of these are delivered each week. That's enough for over 2 million pizzas. The concentrate is extracted, thinned with water, and piped into enormous mixing tanks holding 1,300 gallons. Salt, vinegar, and sweeteners are added to balance the flavor. Meanwhile, in a separate kettle, olive oil heats up. Onions, garlic, chili powder, oregano, basil, black pepper, citric acid, and dried mint are sautéed to unlock their aroma. This spiced oil is then combined with the tomato base, stirred, and gently heated for 5 minutes to infuse the flavors. The finished sauce is rich, aromatic, and sealed in cans to preserve freshness. From dough to sauce, every element of a Domino's pizza is crafted with precision. Behind each hot, cheesy slice is a symphony of engineering, culinary science, and careful planning. This isn't just fast food, it's fast craftsmanship. Next up, the cold chain begins. These cans of signature tomato sauce are shipped via refrigerated trucks to Domino's supply centers, ensuring maximum freshness and flavor integrity. But what comes next is even more crucial: the cheese. Enter the mozzarella. Domino's partners with Lupino Foods, a trusted name in the global dairy industry, known for supplying many of the world's top pizza chains. At Lupino's factory, massive blocks of mozzarella arrive and are subjected to a strict quality inspection. From the taste and aroma to the iconic stretchy melt that makes pizza irresistible, nothing escapes the eyes of the experts. Each block is evaluated for moisture content, texture, and flavor balance. Once approved, the cheese goes through a mechanical cutter that reduces it into manageable blocks, which are then fed into a shredding system. This system rapidly turns the cheese into soft, thin strands, ideal for a consistent melt across every slice. The shredded cheese is vacuum sealed into 5-pound bags, locking in flavor and ensuring zero contamination. These sealed packs are then loaded onto refrigerated trucks, destined for Domino's distribution centers across the country. With dough, sauce, and cheese accounted for, it's time to uncover the secret behind the most iconic topping, pepperoni. This spicy, tangy favorite is made from a perfectly balanced blend: 80% pork from shoulder and loin cuts known for their marbling, and 20% beef, usually chuck, for a firmer texture and deeper meatiness. The meat mixture is first ground by industrial blades into a fine, uniform blend, but before the spice kicks in, something vital is added: lactobacillus, a beneficial bacteria that kickstarts the fermentation process. Then comes the bold seasoning: salt, cayenne pepper, concentrated paprika for that signature red hue, and fennel seeds to deepen the aroma. Next, the mixture is packed into collagen casings via a high-pressure stuffing machine. The sausages, tightly coiled and sealed, are then moved to a fermentation room maintained at 90 degrees Fahrenheit and 80% humidity. Here the bacteria get to work, consuming dextrose and creating that unmistakable tanginess while keeping harmful bacteria at bay. After a day or two, the sausages head into a drying chamber set at 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Over 55 days, they slowly lose about 40% of their weight. During this phase, a natural white mold, Penicillium nalguavens, forms on the outside, protecting the pepperoni while enhancing its depth of flavor. Once matured, the casing is removed and the sausages are sliced with pinpoint precision, 2 mm per slice. These slices are quickly vacuum sealed and stored cold until they're ready to top your pizza. Now Domino's distribution centers are fully stocked, from fresh dough and rich sauce to stretchy cheese and seasoned toppings. With over 3 million pizzas sold daily, these ingredients don't stay on the shelf for long. As franchise stores submit orders, the ingredients are efficiently packed and shipped, often overnight, to beat traffic and ensure timely delivery. Once the trucks arrive, everything is unloaded directly into each store's cold storage, ready for the day's rush. Then comes the order. Since 2008, Domino's online order tracking system lets customers see their pizza's journey from kitchen to doorstep. The moment an order hits the system, the pizza-making team springs into action. Fresh, never frozen dough is brought to room temperature, giving it time to rise and soften. It's stretched, then sauced with that zesty tomato base. Shredded mozzarella rains down next, followed by pepperoni slices placed with precision. The pizza enters a blazing hot oven set to 465 degrees Fahrenheit and bakes for about 7 minutes. The crust turns golden. The cheese bubbles and browns to perfection. Once done, it's sliced clean and placed into a classic Domino's cardboard box. But here's where the speed kicks in. Domino's employees are trained to fold up to 50 boxes in under 2 minutes, a vital skill during rush hours. The hot pizza is placed inside the heatwave insulated bag, designed to trap heat and keep your pizza piping hot on delivery. Innovation drives Domino's delivery. From heatwave bags to drone drops and self-driving neuro vehicles, and even custom-designed DXP cars with built-in ovens that keep up to 80 pizzas hot on the move, Domino's is constantly pushing boundaries. And there you have it, the complete journey of how a Domino's pizza travels from fresh ingredients to your front door. Feeling hungry yet? What's your go-to pizza order? Let us know in the comments. And thanks for watching Next Process. See you in the next slice of the story.